Hi, so Charlie giving you Friday's live trading. Well, hopefully, because I don't know, the markets are not moving much here this morning. I mean, the euro is here. It's just 7:30 in the morning. The euro, like I say the market's up moving. You see this euro, but let's put this into context. It's not moving a lot. It looks like a lot here. Then you look on the right hand side and you see, okay, we're at 64, and up here is only 72, but and it's just coming down into yesterday's lows as I speak. So I've only just got all this switched on. So probably the better place to have shorted would have been up here if I was going to get a short off. So now I haven't got any fresh setups. So I've got a little bit of negative momentum, but not a lot. And all we're doing at the moment, if I take us to the hourly charts, is we're sort of trading within this whole range. It's the case of, are we actually going to break down through this range or not? Now, we could do, because we have got a small amount of negative momentum at the moment, which maybe that's going to build. But I'm not having huge amounts of confidence here in the trade because I don't have any specific setups to try and short this from. So I'll stop talking for now, and we'll come back to this. And as far as the other markets are concerned, so if I look at the likes of the pound, it's not really doing much, as you can see here. Let's have a look at some others. The Aussie dollar, I don't think is up to too much. No. So there's not a lot going on across these other markets at the moment. So at the moment, it's just a case of and dollar CAD, I don't think is up to too much. No. So anyway, there's not a lot going on here, as you can see here this morning. So if we don't get a lot going on, I may end up having to abstain from trading. I'm not going to force it too much in this light final volume week going into a holiday weekend for the US. It's been a holiday week again for the UK. So I'll press pause now, and we'll come back to this. Just back. Looks like I've missed out on a bit of a move here on the pound. I went off to go and get ready over here when it was still faffing around a little bit, and it's had a bit of a run. It's got some positive momentum now. I'll keep my eye on it, but it's already run up a bit. Let's have a look at the hourly charts here into yesterday's activity zone. So it could want to break out, but the chart itself is pretty messy, so it's a bit of a danger that I get caught trying to get in on this if it then just comes back into the whole area again. But at the same time, it could indeed want to break out. So is there anywhere where I can actually find an opportunity to get long? We've already tested the bands down here now, and so there's nowhere there. There would be. Yeah, on the 15-minute chart there would be. So what I'd need is a pullback on the 15-minute time frame into these bands down here. So I need to see a bit of a pullback before I can do anything with this. Having said that, it's Friday. I've got to go down the gym at some point, fairly soonish. So I still don't know whether I'll even get to trade this or not. The euro has put in a bit of a bounce, I think. Yeah, it came down there and it's bounced up. So. So like I said earlier on, even though it had the negative momentum, it was all a bit, uncertain. So I still feel that way across the board. So the way that I see it is, if you're not certain on a trade, sometimes I'll put trades in, obviously because it's a Friday and trying to put trades in for the Friday update. But if you're a little bit unsure or a little bit more unsure, then there's nothing wrong with not taking a trade. So and yet that sitting on your hands and not trading is in fact trading. So if I don't get a chance to trade here because I'm not comfortable enough with this, then I won't trade. But having said that, I'll look and see what it's like as and when, if it can get down to those 15-minute lower bands. I'll have a look at it at that stage, see what the price action looks like, and if I like it, then I'll buy it. That's obviously if I'm here, because I do have to go out at some point. Anyway, I shall press pause for now and we'll see what happens. Okay, I'm going to head off to the gym. I'm still sort of playing a waiting game here on the pound. I'm not overly, like I said earlier on the hourly chart, I'm not overly. I can see the potential bullish case on it, but I don't like the messiness of the chart here today, and so I'm not that fussed about getting into the trade. So I'm going to leave it for now. Head down to the gym, and maybe these markets will clean themselves up this afternoon. So I'll just wait and see. So anyway, I'll press pause now. Just back from the gym, and as we can see, cable has done its little band while I've been out. on the 15-minute chart here. So, and it's now obviously at the top of the band. So it could just well be one of those days. I'm just going to wait and see what happens. I'd really like to see some good price action, but I mean this could happen to it now, but it's not the right entry for me now, even if I wanted to get in here. So it could just be one of those days where I just can't get in. But I'm still going to be holding fire for now. You never know what might happen this afternoon, so I'll press pause. Just back, it's what, 5 to 1, still nothing going on. Look at this pound. So it was the right thing to do, not to chase it, because look, it's just drifted its way down today. So like I said, the pattern didn't look right on the hourly chart, so I wasn't going to commit to trading it. So it was the right thing not to do today. We're still only, what, 5 minutes or so, 5 3/4 minutes, or whatever it is, into this recording. The euro actually has gone up, looking at that, but I've not been interested in the euro because of it didn't have everything lined up on the higher time frames, but it has actually gone up. It's just sitting, it's just breaking the hourly 50 at the moment, just sitting around it. Yeah, trying to break it, but it's sitting around it, so it's against resistance. So that's interesting, but again, not finding anything clean here today, so just leaving it alone for now. So Aussie dollar has come down, but again, it seems to be that we're getting movements which are moving counter to the higher time frames, and that's what we're finding to here today. So Aussie, I can't really do much with that. Now the one thing I guess is the dollar yen, but I don't look at that on an intraday chart much these days for intraday trading, because there's a lovely move there, but the amount of pips on offer, I mean, if you got in over here, it's what, 87, 103.87, even up to the high, 10 pips, and that's what, you know, it's just not worth even bothering trading in a way. So for now, I'll just press pause and we'll see. We have got CAD news out at 1:30, so I'll have a look at that and we'll see. So I'll press pause again. Right, I'm just back here. It's just coming up to 1:30. We've got just over a minute to go, and I'm potentially going to trade the CAD, dollar CAD, that is. So I've got the dollar CAD chart up at the moment. There's some potential for it to want to go up to around about 108.70, so it's not that far from where we are. So I may not be able to trade it at all. I've got to see if we're going to get some follow through and see how the other charts off screen, my momentum charts, are looking, but we're going to have a look. So I'm ready for it. If it does go, and if I can get in, then I will. I'll be looking at the charts here. So we've got less than a minute to go, and we'll see if I can get it's going to be very, very small, really. The markets haven't been like I said, with that pound, a bit all over the place today. So we'll see if they can get a little bit of a move here on the dollar CAD. So I'll press pause for a second. Okay, just a few seconds to go. Here we go, wide spreads, and it's going the opposite direction. So nothing that I thought it was going to, no direction that I thought it was going to go to. So I was looking to see if it was going to have that push up, and it's obviously done the opposite. So that's no good to me whatsoever, is it? I had some nice targets up above, and I don't really have any targets down here. So I think that one's going to be it then, as the CAD comes down. So I think we're going to have to call it a day. We are 8.5 minutes into this, and I've not done a single trade. And so, but like I said earlier on, sometimes the right trade to do is to not trade. And so if it's just not right, if the market's not moving in the direction that you want it to, or they're just a bit too choppy, then leave it alone. Not trading is trading. And too often traders force trades and take trades just to be feeling like they're doing something, and it's not necessarily the right thing to do. Right, okay, I shall leave that with you and be back in touch next week.